And
that's their air conditioning system here. When the driver comes in, they put literally a battery-powered leaf blower on them to keep the driver cool. Sometimes they'll even put those on the wheels as well if the brakes are getting hot.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Leaf blowers very useful for a lot of things. 216 behind. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure Trinkler has stayed in the car. We'll see from the lap times for sure when it goes out to the best lap so far. 1:48.5 is Trinkler's best, and that is the fastest lap of the race thus far. It's something a bit different now. Mercedes-Benz got great range of GT3 and GT4 cars, and that is the 515 Andrew Myers. We talked about the Myers family already, and there it goes. No, actually, I'll reverse that. This is the Corey Friedman Mercedes. It's been so competitive. Sorry, I got the numbers mixed up there. But it is definitely a Mercedes. And there goes the Hertz car. 12 minutes remaining. So we think that Owen Trinkler stayed in the car. And Corey Friedman, he's in 5th place in this race, but where was he on he's second on the cumulative, isn't he? So just want to know whether the Manship Toombs Pecnic car at the moment is 5th, about 17 seconds in front of Friedman. And what was the gap going into this? It was 19. So that is a real battle for the overall second place, isn't it?
Very close there. We'll find out here in about 12 minutes. But a close battle there for the second position. They all had 62 laps coming in. To get the idea, the most laps with the least amount of time. They're going to be closer for the second position for Group E.
Now, noticing this Hertz boss's car, don't think it's actually got Hertz on it. It's in the Hertz racing colours, the gold, which has become such a successful colour scheme. People love it in the World Endurance Championship, love it at Le Mans. And last season, of course, Sam Hignett with his Jota team gave Porsche their first win in the WEC with the latest hypercar. And the first, I think, from a privateer, but they've now moved on, as I said, to take over from Ganassi, the running of the Cadillacs, which they do from the little village of Frant, just on the Sussex-Kent border. As I said, just a handful of miles away from my home. And the Jota team, Sam has just built them up into a huge power operation there, having run for many years over here with Zytec cars and Various cars have won the LMP2 category at Le Mans over the years, came close to winning overall with an LMP2 car about 10 years ago. So Owen Trinkler is who leads with Gil West, Peter Toombs, Laurie Pecknick, John Manship. I think they may all have driven the car. No doubt about the driver of the Mercedes-Benz, that's Corey Friedman. A lot of those cars, of course, racing in GTD. As we got full course yellow again, picking up the leader. And
the safety car, it came in and staged back over at turn 3 of the International Horseshoe, and we're kind of trying to collect all the field up.
Yeah.
So we went back out and staged for that and picked up the 911 car of Gil West, Owen Trinkler. Going to run about 60 miles an hour around so that the field can catch up.
Yeah, that's the blue Mustang there.
And I'm hearing that they're going to stay out this time, but picking up the pace just a little bit. You can't slow these cars down too much. They start experiencing issues.
Yeah, they don't like it. Well, the brakes start to get cold, the tires start to get cold.
Right.
So, clock ticking away.
And I think the driver's mind might start to get cold a little bit. Their
yeah.
bodies are hot, but they start thinking, okay, how long is this going to last? It starts messing with their mind a little bit because they've been going so fast for so long, and now they have to kind of slow down to half speed what they're normally doing.
Yeah, now this has played into the hands of Corey Friedman, because as I said before, there was a big battle going on for second place. Friedman went into this race with about 17 seconds. But now, of course, they've closed up, so it really did help Friedman. So the challenge from the Manship Toombs Pecknick car is not what it was, because he's made that space up, if you understand me. It's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. Great shot there, Daytona Beach, all those hotels. I gather it gets pretty wild here at spring break, doesn't it?
Yeah, sure does.
Yeah.
This is a busy town. They have spring break, they have a fall cycle scene here, they have the bike week during the spring.
Now, one thing we went a bit through the history of this incredible racing facility, but one thing we didn't say is all the racing started in Daytona, not here, but on the beach.
Actually on the beach.
And I think they had a course at one stage, basically a long thin course with two horseshoes on either end. But also they broke, because the sand is so compacted and so smooth, they used this Daytona Beach to break land speed records.
They did.
And my father worked for the Sunbeam Motor Company, and when he was a teenage apprentice with Sunbeam, they came here. Unfortunately, he didn't get on the trip. They came here with the 1,000 horsepower Sunbeam, and I believe they broke the land speed record right here in Daytona. There's that Mercedes-Benz. Seen a lot of those in the GT4 format racing in the Michelin Pilot Series.
Yeah, beautiful cars indeed. Corey Friedman, a frequent visitor, I can tell you, as the HSR Series announcer. I talked to him a lot on the podium at any given HSR event. Talked to him several times this year, several times this weekend already.
Interestingly, with those cars, I'm not sure if that's a GT4 or a GT3. It's a GT3. You lift the hood, look in the middle of the engine, and the name of the man who built the engine is engraved on a plaque.
Oh, interesting. should be going green the next time by. Looks like the light's out on the safety car. As you see the pace picking up, the Mustang GT really motoring away from the field. We'll blend onto the pit lane a little bit earlier than normal at that speed. It's going to get out of the way so we can go racing for another 5 minutes or so. And now there's the green flag, back to green flag action, 911, 216 across the stripe. And that order, then Friedman behind him, then 105 as they head into the turn 1 area. Out of turn 1 now. And a little bit of slip there by the 911. The car wiggles just a little bit. And the 216, John Mantrip right on the back bumper of that 911 car working through the International Horseshoe. Still tiptoeing through. They get way down on the speed there, making that right-hand horseshoe turn. Now they come in through turn number 4, heading towards 5 at the West Horseshoe.
Yeah, that Mercedes-Benz we're talking about is definitely a GT3, and it's one of the Evo versions. I think they've had a couple of generations of that car, but still very successful. A car that could win the Nürburgring 24 hours, successful in various categories. So it's nice to see that car. But I did tell you about the Sunbeam at Le Mans, the 1,000 horsepower Sunbeam, and it was back in March 2027 when Sir Henry Seagrave came down to Daytona Beach, and he was achieved a straight line speed of 203.792 with the twin engined Sunbeam 1,000 horsepower, and it was a world land speed record back then. And that car, and I saw it at Goodwood a couple of years ago, was in the process of a rebuild. It has been totally rebuilt, and they are hoping to bring the marvellous Sunbeam 1,000 horsepower car here to Daytona Beach in 2027, which will be the 100th running. So 100th anniversary of that car breaking the world land speed record here. It's going to come back. It's going to be on the beach. And I'm not sure, I know the engine runs, or the 2 engines run, but I'm not sure if it, I don't think it'll run at speed, but wow, what a thing to see that. It's a bright red car, and it was the first car that ever achieved 200 miles an hour. So just indicating, I must concentrate on this race, with the great history of motor racing here at Daytona, and the fact that the British engineering was so much part of it. So we move back to the race here with the Owen Trinkler driven 911 Porsche with that, is that a kangaroo on the side of it? I think it is. It's leaping forward. Hope it doesn't jump around too much, but it's under a little bit of pressure now from that car. That's the is that the 216 behind? What's that car behind there?
That is 216
yeah,
there behind.
Yeah.
Behind the 911 coming up. The final couple of minutes here.
Yeah, and they're battling for the lead of this race, not the overall event, not the overall Group E. But I'm sure, I think if it's Peter Toons, we know it's a quick pilot. And everybody, of course, closed up under that, under that full course. That's why they call Corey Friedman Mercedes is right there. So it's just a matter of hanging on. I mean, in the overall result, it doesn't matter if Trinkler is overtaken by the 216. But, you know, there's bragging rights at stake, aren't there? And just another shout out for our British pair, Marcus Jewell and Ben Klukas. They have moved up to 7th place. They've had a really good run with that, so I'm sure Ben will be happy. Fellow member of the British Racing Drivers Club. I'm sure you've got your badge on your race suit. So basically two black and gold cars, but very different colour schemes. And
yeah, both beautiful in their own right. As we get down to the checkered flag is waving.
Two similar cars, both the same specification, both cars from 6 years ago in this Group E race. And is the white ready? No, the checker is ready, in fact. So out there on the far side, past Lake Lloyd, and the checkered flag waves. He waves the flag well in advance of the cars crossing the finish line. So Owen Trinkler is back after the fiery accident. He is a winner again, and well done to him. Overall, we think it'll be Friedman and then the Manship Tombs Pechnet car. And what about you think that Overbeek will take the third? So
yeah, you would think coming into that, the 216 car would.
Yeah.
But hearing from timing and scoring that there must have been a penalty or something in there.
There must be, because on pure time that 216 is definitely third, isn't it?
Coming into this round, they all had 62 laps. It was
coming to back stories in racing, and it takes a little while to catch up with them all, of course. But that was a fun race. It, obviously had the yellow, but for me the big thing is that Owen Trinkler, after that huge accident, has returned and is back in victory lane. That was a fun race. It, obviously had the yellow, but for me the big thing is that Owen Trinkler, after that huge accident, has returned and is back in victory lane.